Hey everybody! So as you can tell, I have my new mount set up for my camera, so I have a nice top-down view here. And also, I made a Temu order, and I've heard different pronunciations. I actually looked it up, and it is supposed to be pronounced Temu, so if you've heard differently, I guess they're wrong. But, yeah, I haven't even opened this yet. I ordered it on the 14th, and it arrived on the 22nd. I just haven't had the time to, you know, actually record. So I wanted to wait and just see it all for the first time with you guys. Oh my goodness, it's really stuck in there. Okay. No packing slip or anything. Alright, that's interesting. Most things usually do. Okay, so mostly I went for dies and stamps because they're always so expensive, and I got this stuff fairly cheap. I mean, I have this pulled up on my computer over here. The most I paid for anything was $4.98. And altogether, for all of this, I only paid $13.94, and that's with tax. I got the free shipping. I don't know if you ever have to pay for shipping. Every time I've gone in the app, it says, get free shipping. So, basically, I'm just going to be trying out all of these, but we've got... Maybe I should have opened all of this. I got this cool little hexagon one, which I kind of thought might have been a little bigger, but for the size of cards I make, that's actually not a bad size. And I really like hexagons, so that's that one. This is a bunch of balloons, which I thought would make a really cute background for a birthday card. Or it could be any celebration, really. Okay, those two go together. This one's the stamps. So, oh, this is another thing. I don't keep them in the sleeves just because, if you've seen my craft room tour, I keep them in those little, photo boxes. But I thought these were really cute. I'm trying to make out, okay. I hope you've been able to see this. I'll have to check when I go through this. But yeah, I got happy birthday to you, different kinds of happy birthdays, make a wish, some candles. I don't know, I just like having different options and not always making the same thing. And then, like I said, these two go together. It wasn't like a bundle, I just had to buy them. Like, they were in the same link, I guess, or like listing. But they weren't sold together, like you had to buy each one individually. So this is all these sentiments, if you can even read that. I didn't even think about that. The lamp might be casting reflections on this. But wherever the year ahead takes you, I hope it's happy. Sending my love on your special day. A couple of different happy birthdays. Hope all your birthday wishes come true. Hope your birthday is just as amazing as you are. I can't think of anyone else that is more deserving of an incredibly happy day. Love, kisses, and birthday wishes. Sending love from all of us. Oh, that's nice. So that's like a group type of thing. I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just extending the celebration. So that's kind of like a belated thinking of you on your birthday and wishing you everything happy. Wishing you the biggest slice of happy today. Your birthday is the perfect opportunity to remind you what a wonderful person you are. You're one of my most favorite people to celebrate. Have the best birthday ever. This world is a better place with you in it. Enjoy your special day. Did someone say cake? Thank you for being born. So, I'm not really sure I guess I will just have to figure that out because they are not set up the same. But you can tell, like, those match up. It looks like those match up. That obviously doesn't, but that's the happy birthday. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. And then I'll probably, I don't know, I'll come up with some kind of a system probably to, like, keep them together. Or maybe even, once I figure out what's what, just, like, lay them out the same way as this is set up. But, yeah, so I thought, let's try some of this out and see how well they work for the price. And if it's actually worth buying this stuff, because if it is, I'm definitely going to be buying more. So, since I have this sitting here, let's start with, get some cardstock. And we'll just cut this, I guess, in half. So it'll go through the machine. Gotta say, I love these scissors, these Westcott Carbo Titanium. Oh, I didn't know they're non-stick. That's a nice feature. I didn't even know I had non-stick scissors. Okay. Nice little bonus. Alright, we're gonna do a twofer. We'll do 2 of these. I'm not really worried about the excess paper because I have a good amount of this and it's been around a long time and I don't even know what weight it is. So I have the We Are Makers Revolution. I got this, it was on sale at Michael's and I don't remember exactly how much I ended up paying, but I want to say it was around $80 because it was on sale, and then I also had a voucher, so I want to say it might have even been $70, and I couldn't pass that up. You know, it's my blue and it's the bigger machine, and I couldn't be happier with it, to be honest. So I have the platform. This is the magnetic one. I like this a lot because the dies just sit. And then I just put this over the top and push it through. The only thing I don't like about these is, and it doesn't actually seem to be doing it too bad right now, is the squeaking. But other than that, not bad. Oh, look at that. Whoops. Well, I'll pick that up later. Okay. Okay, so this one could have probably gone back through another time. But still, I mean, that's popping out pretty easily, and that's just my fingers. Well, my nails. And then... look at it fly. I mean, you could even take around this and do the outline too if you wanted, because it cut nice and crisp. And this one's kind of... And this happens with all kinds of my dies, that they just kind of like get stuck in here. I could use a spatula, but that wasn't too complicated to get off. But like, look how nice that came out. I mean, it's a little curly right now because I pulled it up, but it'll flatten out once you glue it. But I think that's really nice. I like that a lot, actually. So I'm gonna just like set these aside and I'll use them. And same with all these little extra pieces. Like, well, you could still use that as a balloon. You could use these little hexagons. I should have brought a little basket over here to put this stuff in. That's okay. Just put a little pile over to the side here for now and scoop it up later. I'm gonna be finding little pieces everywhere. So that's that. Where did the... Oh, I have to pop that out of there still. Okay. But yeah, all of that came out really easily. So that one's definitely worth it. And I can I can't say I'll put links because I know this stuff disappears pretty fast on their site, but I could try to put the names of what these are, and I had a little poke. Aha, this thing. I was gonna use my Cricut tool, but this will work. Maybe. Oh, this isn't. I thought that I had one that was like a pokey tool. I guess not. Whatever. We'll just use this. That'll work. Maybe. Yep. I hope I'm not stabbing through it. Okay, if I just get it started, I should be able to pull it out. Maybe. That's really in there. Here we go. Oh my goodness, that is really in there. Just trying to be really careful so I don't rip it. Whew, alright, so maybe a thicker cardstock. Like I said, I don't know how thick this actually is because it was something my grandma gave me and the package didn't say. So I would think maybe it's 60 just because it's pretty thin. But I would try definitely maybe 80 or even, I don't know all the different sizes. Just a heavier one. Because this could work, but it looks a little bit, I don't know how well you can tell on the camera, but it looks a little torn up. So I think that'd be a good one because it's still whole. It didn't rip, and I like how it comes out. Like, that's a cool design. But I would definitely say that one needs a heavier cardstock. And if I knew for a fact that I had one, I would grab it, but I don't think I do. Alright. So that's that. That's those. Alrighty. So let's set this aside for the moment. And bring this in. We'll set this over here. And this was my precision press I wasn't able to show you. And I have been organizing that cart a little bit. I don't know if it's quite where I want it yet, so I'm going to hold off on showing you what I've done with that. But I love this little thing. It's not gigantic. It kind of like turns color and it doesn't always come off, but you know what? It's a nice like... It feels like silicone. It feels very similar to this. So, like, your paper just goes right in the corner. And it sits. It doesn't move. Which is really nice, actually. We're going to go this way because it's straighter than what I cut. So, I guess let's just... I'm going to do the two of these. Because it looked like I found the matching, what do you call it? Dies. So we'll do the two of these. And then I've learned, don't use stamps from different sets at the same time. At least in this, because they are not all the same thickness. And if you have thicker ones, they don't press completely. So I just do that. I probably didn't need to push that as hard as I did, but I'm just going to, it's not wanting to stick. Oh. I can't tell if that's scratches or if it's crackled. I haven't noticed that. Okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna take my finger here and that part doesn't want to stick. Just kind of prime it. That one stuck pretty good. Let's try this one in a different spot. This one does not want to stick. I'm sure putting my fingers all over it doesn't help. But, alright, like I said, I don't care if I, don't mess this up. So this is the Recollections pigment ink pad, archival pigment ink pad. It's just black. That's generally what I do most of my sentiments in, unless I'm doing a specific color scheme. I'm just ink this up pretty good. I want to know what the heck happened here. I mean, the thing was pretty cheap. I think I only paid $25 for this. I don't know if you can see that, but it doesn't feel cracked, so I'm wondering, I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye on it. And then I also did get from Tailored Expressions the, okay. Oh, did it move? I must move the paper. Let me grab that. I got this thing, which apparently I already got dye on. It kind of reminds me of a dry erase eraser, to be honest, but it's a bit thicker, and it's not as, it's more compact than that. Like, dry erase erasers usually, like, excuse that truck. Alright. Trying to like, as you use those, it kind of like flattens out and pushes out the sides. I'm hoping this doesn't have that same thing, but I don't think it will because it's so compact. Alright, let's see. That one spot is not wanting to... Let me bring this over a little bit just in case we're a bit close to the edge, actually. Let's just move this out of the way. Oh, look, more hexagons. Alright. We'll just recenter. Give this a little more pressure. Maybe a little more ink. I don't know, it looks like there's a good amount of ink there. That is here. Okay, so, I guess that one's a dud, because at least with this, oh, a little bit did. Maybe if I just give it some good pressure with my thumb. Aha! Awesome, sorry. I didn't mean to be so loud there. I get excited sometimes. Alright, so it just needed some more pressure. Cool. That makes me happy. Alright, so maybe we don't want to use that. We just want to use our hands. Maybe not too hard. But I actually like how bold that looks. So, alright. There's those. Why is it curved? Oh, because it's curved on here. Alright, whatever. That's probably my own fault. Alright, I'm gonna set those aside. I'll clean them in a minute. So, now we want to find, actually, let's try one of these real quick. We'll do it at the bottom. Let's do... let's do this one, just because it has a lot of detail. I want to see that it all comes out. Oh, I got dye on it. Nice. This, I don't believe, had a coordinating die set. So this would just be sentiments, and you could always fussy cut if you want. So we'll just prime it again, and that, it definitely does make a difference to do this, I've noticed. I don't know what it is, but like, whatever, maybe it's what they use to put it in here, because you can always tell, like, there's an outline of it on the plastic, so... making sure I'm getting in all those little spots there. Looks pretty good. Let's see if this one works with this. Okay. I'll just use my hand. Oh, wow. That little candle missed a little bit. Well, aside from my smudging that I did, that looks pretty good. So I would say, yeah, this stuff is pretty worth the money. Alright, so let's bring this back. Close up my ink. Alright, I think, yeah, that looks like it goes with that. I'll cut that off later. And then I think that goes with that. They feel a little bit flimsy when you break them apart, but they feel pretty good once they're actually apart. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this very well, but it's kind of going over the words, so I'm just gonna hope that I've got them in the right spot. And that's also one thing I really like about the magnetic mat is once you put it on here, it doesn't really move, and that looks pretty lined up to me. Oh, this one's not going to work so great because I accidentally made it curved. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay. So that's that. And then we'll put this over at the top. Oh, I moved it. So maybe I will tape it. Grab some low tech. Although it really doesn't matter if it rips. I don't really care. So let's just do regular tape. Just go right across. Actually, yeah, since this one shifted when I let go, it's probably not a bad idea to tape. Alright, so let's get this on, run it through. Okay. Oh, it stuck a little too good. Okay, that actually didn't come out too bad considering I did that. Set that there for the moment. Oh, I cut that one. Alright, so and that's how I had it. And it looked like it was pretty lined up. So that one, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But, I mean, this one I think would have been okay. Although, is it just me or does the curve go along with that? Maybe it's just the way they did it. Yeah, I feel like the dies could have been a little bit bigger. But I guess you could also play around with it a little bit and try to figure out where exactly it needs to sit. But I mean, you would think... You know what? Is this the right die? It might not be. No, it's gotta be. It looks like I just needed it shifted more to the right and down. So I guess it'll just take some practice. But still, for the whole set, for the two of those, let's see, which ones were those? I paid... We'll round that up to $5, we'll round that up to $2.50. So I paid about $7.50 for both the stamps with the dies, which really isn't that bad. So if you don't mind playing around and trying to figure out where it's supposed to go, I think they're worth the money. I mean, this stamp came out pretty good. I still missed that top little bit, but I might have missed it with the stamp too. So that's okay, because I probably won't use it anyway because I got a smudge on it. This was pretty much just to try it and see how it works. But, you know what, I kind of want to try... Let's do... If I can figure out which die goes to it. I want to do this one. Oh man. That clearly goes with that one. I'm really not sure what is supposed to go with this. You would... This one maybe? Yep. Okay. Come on. Toss that to the side. And take this one. Did I? I did. Okay. Oh. Alright, let's put this over here. And let's just do this right on top of this. On the corner as best as I can because it's not straight. Let's go this way. Oh, I got stuff on it. Okay, that's on there. Prime with my finger again. Nice thing is once you do it, you don't have to do it every single time you use them. Especially once you clean them. I just always like to make sure it's really good. I like them pretty bold. Like, this doesn't look bad, but I would probably, if I was actually going to use this, I would probably do it a second time. And also, I know there's a Pink Fresh one, and I did like the look of that better compared to this. But this was significantly cheaper. That thing is like $15 to $20, and I think I paid less than $10 for this. So I was like, yeah, I'll go with that. Okay, that's stamped pretty nicely. Alright, so get this out of here. Put this right on here. You know what? And then actually, not rip my design here that I'm trying to use. Okay. So I'm gonna try that and see how well that's lined up. I should probably tape it. And I'm not like trying to push it down on the actual design, so it shouldn't stick to it. But it didn't really even seem to stick to the cardstock that bad either, so I'm gonna rub it through twice. Not that it really matters. The other ones came out pretty well. Okay, so it's all there. I didn't cut it off, but I did it a little low. Thing is, though, so this side looks good. I think it was just a little low on the other side. So I guess it's just all in learning your placement. So overall, I would say this stuff is worth the money, for sure. Especially if you want to, like, expand your supplies and have different options to work with. Like I said, I paid just under $14. It came in about a week, and then they also offer you a credit if it doesn't show up by a certain date. So like, I placed my order on the 14th, and then it said it would be arriving between the 22nd and the 25th, and if it didn't show up by the 25th, I would get a $5 credit. So it did show up, so I didn't get a credit, but that's okay. I mean, I got all this stuff for maybe the price of like what this would cost if I got it from like scrapbook.com or something like that. I mean, Amazon does have a good amount of options too for cheaper stuff, with Prime options as well. But, I mean, this wasn't bad at all. It was definitely worth trying out, and I figured even if it wasn't, $14 isn't a lot to spend and not get decent stuff. And even if it wasn't that great, I mean, you could still use this like a stencil if you wanted. Just like put on a piece of paper and go around it with a marker or a pen. Or even I've seen ways that you can use these like a stamp. There's so many things you can find on YouTube of what to do with these. You can emboss with these as well. Where did I find this video? I think Spellbinders has a ton of these types of videos on what you can do with all your dies in different ways. And I found that through looking at stuff on scrapbook.com because they have videos in their products. So, yeah. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you decide to order from Temu and what all you got. And, what is this? Paper? Oh well. I have more I mean, it's not magnetic, but I have more cutting plates if I need them. You can tell I've been using it quite a bit. Trying out all my different dies and making cards. I might get another one of these, to be honest. But yeah, let me know, and I will see you in the next video.